If you're thinking about moving to West Palm Beach, there's something you should hear first. The palm trees, the skyline, the whole Wall Street South thing looks great online, but living here day to day can feel very different than it looks on Instagram. Some people absolutely love it here, and some people realize pretty quickly it's not what they expected. So I want to walk you through what West Palm Beach is actually like, the real pros and the real trade-offs, so you can decide if this fits your lifestyle. If you're new here, I'm Jonathan. I'm the founder of Live South Florida and team leader of the J. Alexander Group. I'm a realtor here in South Florida, and my team and I have helped over 1,000 families buy and sell homes across Palm Beach County, Broward, and Miami. We've got over 225 5-star Google reviews, and if you're thinking about making a move, we can help you too. Now let's go ahead and get into it. Pro number one, West Palm Beach has a real downtown, and not just a couple of restaurants next to each other. I mean an actual walkable downtown right on the water, and honestly, that's rare in South Florida. There are only 3 places down here that feel like true cities. You have Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm. That's it. Boca and Del Rey are great, but they don't have the skyline, the density, or the same level of walkability that downtown West Palm has. Everything here is connected. Clematis Street, City Place, the Waterfront along Flagler, the Kravis Center, the Brightline Station, and it's all within a few walkable blocks. It actually feels like a place where you can live your life without constantly getting in your car. You can leave your condo, grab a coffee, walk to brunch, hit the green market, take a walk along the Intracoastal, catch a concert, and end the night on a rooftop, all without driving anywhere. During the day, it's calm and relaxed, people walking their dogs, biking along the water, jogging on Flagler, cafes filling up. Then at night, the whole area flips. Restaurants get busy, rooftops fill up, live music starts, Clematis comes alive, and it feels energetic and social, but not overwhelming. If you like the idea of having real walkability, city energy, and waterfront living all in one place, West Palm Beach delivers that at a really high level. Pro number 2, Palm Beach Island is basically in your backyard. You get all of the perks of Palm Beach Island without actually having to live there or pay Palm Beach Island prices. West Palm used to be known as the other side of the bridge, and now for a lot of people that's exactly the appeal. You live in West Palm, enjoy the restaurants, the condos, the walkability, the energy, and literally in a couple of minutes you're over the bridge and it feels like you're on vacation. You've got Worth Avenue with designer shops, courtyards, and palm-lined streets. It feels like a completely different world. You've got the breakers for brunch, spa days, golf, holiday events, or honestly just walking the property because it's that nice. You've got the lake trail where people bike, run, walk their dogs, or just take in the views of the Intracoastal and those massive waterfront estates. And of course, the beaches. Quiet, clean, beautiful, and some of the best in the state. You've also got places like the Flagler Museum, which is one of those spots that you end up taking every visitor because it never gets old. And the best part is you get to enjoy all of that whenever you want. Then you head back home to West Palm where you've got more housing options, more flexibility, and a lifestyle that feels a little more livable and a little less like a billionaire-only bubble. For a lot of people, that balance, the luxury across the bridge, and everyday life on this side is exactly what makes West Palm Beach so appealing. Pro number 3, the growth and opportunity here are very real. West Palm Beach isn't just getting nicer, it's turning into one of the fastest growing wealth hubs in the country. Hedge funds, private equity firms, family offices, major companies, they're all setting up shop right here. That's where the whole Wall Street South nickname comes from, and it's not just a headline, it's actually happening. And when that kind of money and business infrastructure moves in, everything else follows. More jobs in finance, business, tech, law, hospitality, real estate, and all the services that support them. More restaurants, more demand, more opportunity for people who want to be part of a city that's still growing, not one that's already tapped out. And on top of that, you've got real connectivity. Brightline gives you direct access to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Aventura, and now Orlando. Palm Beach International Airport is about 10 to 15 minutes from downtown. You can get in and out easily without feeling like you're living in chaos. If you're someone who wants to be in the next big city, a place with momentum, cranes in the skyline, new businesses opening, and a real sense of things that are moving forward, West Palm Beach checks that box in a big way. Pro number 4, the lifestyle. And honestly, this is where West Palm Beach surprises a lot of people. For a city this size, West Palm punches way above its weight when it comes to food, culture, and things to do. You've got a few different dining and lifestyle areas, and they all feel completely different. Clematis and the Waterfront are your classic downtown scene. Restaurants, bars, rooftops, live music, and the amphitheater right on the water. During the day, it's brunch and coffee. At night, it turns into energy, movement, and people bouncing from place to place. City Place is the more polished side outside, palm trees lit up at night, fountains going, couples out on date night. You've got places like Italy, Ruth's Chris, True Food, El Camino, and the Restoration Hardware rooftop. It's very easy to show up there and suddenly realize you've been out for like 3 hours. Then you've got Antique Row and the Dixie Corridor, which feel more local and creative, more smaller chef-driven restaurants, coffee shops, neighborhood favorites. That's where you really start to feel the personality of the city. And now you've got Nora, which is the newest addition. You have old warehouses that are turning into restaurants, bars, cafes, boutiques, and creative spaces. It's one of those areas where you can literally watch a lifestyle district come together in real time. And that's just the food. On the culture and event side, West Palm stays busy year-round. You've got Clematis by night every Thursday on the Waterfront, which has been a local tradition for years. Free concerts, different genres every week, people bringing lawn chairs, grabbing drinks, and hanging out by the water. It gives the city a very social, laid-back vibe. You also got art shows, cultural festivals, and food-focused events throughout the year. Things like the Greek Food and Wine Festival, pop-up markets, and the Hampton Vintage, which brings together curated vintage, handmade, and one-of-a-kind vendors and turns the Waterfront into a high-end open-air marketplace. There are also newer community-driven events like Let's Vibe. It's a monthly gathering that's built around live music, art, small bites, and local vendors. It's designed to bring people together and activate public spaces, and it's another example of how the city keeps evolving beyond just bars and restaurants. West Palm also used to be home to Sunfest, which was a huge part of the city's identity for decades. Now that festival isn't happening anymore, but the energy didn't disappear with it. There are still constant concerts at the Waterfront Amphitheater, holding events like for 4th of July on Flagler and Holiday in Paradise, and live music happening all year long. And if you want bigger shows, you've got the I Think Financial Amphitheater, which is just west of I-95. That venue brings in major national acts every year, artists like Dave Matthews Band, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Luke Bryan, Post Malone, and many others have played there. So you're not just limited to small venues or downtown shows. On top of that, you've got the South Florida Fair every year, which is a massive regional event. Concerts, food, rides, exhibits, and events that pull people in from all over Palm Beach County and beyond. It's another reminder that West Palm Beach isn't just a downtown scene, it supports large-scale events too. So if you like having places to go, things to do, and a city that actually feels alive and active, West Palm Beach is not boring, not even close. Last big pro, West Palm Beach gives you options. Completely different ways to live and all within the same city. If you want charm and character near the water, the historic East Side neighborhoods are hard to beat. Areas like SoSo, El Cid, Central Park, Flamingo Park, Old Northwood, and Northwood Shores, tree-lined streets, unique architecture, and that classic old Florida neighborhood feel, all just minutes from the Intercoastal. If you want a lock and leave lifestyle, you've got condos throughout downtown and along the water. Now, some are sleek and modern, some are more traditional, and some are full luxury with hotel level amenities, private elevators, concierge, and everything that comes with that lifestyle. If you want more space, more privacy, and a quieter pace, you head west of I-95. That's where you'll find golf and country club communities and gated neighborhoods like Bear Lakes, Breakers West, Banyan Cay, Iron Horse, and Presidential Estates. Bigger homes, more land, and a totally different feel than downtown. And if you want brand new, amenity-heavy, resort-style living, you've got the new construction boom along the water. Buildings like Alara, Mr. C Residences, Shorecrest, South Flagler House, and the Ritz-Carlton Residences, with more on the way. These are the kinds of buildings that are redefining what luxury living looks like in South Florida. So whether your day-to-day looks like coffee shops and walkability, space and privacy, golf and greens, or full 5-star hotel living, West Palm Beach gives you a lane that fits. Hey, and before we jump into the cons, real quick, if you're watching this because you're actually thinking about moving to West Palm or anywhere in Palm Beach County for that matter, Broward or South Florida in general, this is literally what my team and I do every single day. The biggest thing we help people with is avoiding mistakes, not just picking a home, but picking the wrong area, the wrong building, or the wrong lifestyle for how they actually live day to day. So if you're serious about making a move and you want real guidance, not just listings and hype, go ahead and reach out, call, text, email, DM, whatever works for you. All right, now let's talk about the other side of the coin. Here are the cons of living in West Palm Beach. All right, now let's talk about the trade-offs. First con, West Palm Beach is not a bargain anymore. Is it cheaper than Palm Beach Island or the most exclusive parts of Miami and Fort Lauderdale? Absolutely. If you're thinking this is discount Florida where you can scoop up a charming home 5 minutes from the water for cheap, that's just not the reality anymore. The east side neighborhoods people ask about the most, places like SoSo, El Cid, and the historic districts have gotten very expensive. Waterfront homes are firmly in luxury territory. And the new construction towers, most of them are starting in the 7 figures and going up from there. Even downtown condos, which used to feel like the value play, have steadily climbed as more money continues to flow into the city. And it's not just housing. Everyday life costs more too. Groceries, dining out, parking, services, all of it has followed the same upward curve as the growth. Compared to Palm Beach Island or Brickell, West Palm can still feel like a relative value, but if you're coming from a lower cost area, the prices here can hit harder than you expect. Bottom line, the lifestyle is great, but it comes with a premium. Next con, West Palm Beach is very much in a growth phase, and that means construction is part of everyday life here. You've got new towers going up, roads being redone, older buildings getting renovated, Nora being built out, and City Place continuing to evolve. From a long-term perspective, that's exciting. It's a big reason why people are investing here. But in the short term, it can definitely be annoying. You'll see cranes in the skyline, deal with detours, blocked sidewalks, and construction noise that starts early. And depending on where you live, views you love today could change as new projects get built. If you like the idea of living in a city that's actively growing and evolving, this just comes with the territory. But if you want quiet streets where nothing ever changes, West Palm Beach might test your patience in certain areas. Con number 3, traffic and seasonal crowds. Is West Palm anywhere near as bad as Miami? No. Is it always smooth and stress-free? Also no. Certain areas do back up. The Okeechobee corridor near the highway, the outlets, the mall, and parts of downtown during events or weekend nights can all slow down. And once season hits, everything gets amplified. More snowbirds, more tourists, more cars. Suddenly, that 10-minute drive turns into 20. You've also got train crossings. Brightline and freight trains both run through the area. And at some point, you will get caught in one. That's just part of living here. And like the rest of South Florida, the driving styles take some getting used to. You'll see cautious retirees, aggressive northeastern drivers, distracted tourists, and people who seem to think turn signals are optional. Once you learn the back routes and get a feel for timing, it's manageable. But if you're coming from a small town where traffic means 3 cars at a stoplight, West Palm Beach is going to feel busy by comparison. Next con, West Palm Beach is beautiful, but at the end of the day, it's still a city. Yes, you've got the waterfront, the palm trees, the skyline, and all the new development, but you also have the everyday realities that come with city living. Parking can be a headache in certain parts of downtown. You'll also see some homelessness in specific pockets, and depending on where you live, you're gonna hear nightlife, events, sirens, and general city noise. A lot of people actually love that energy. They like the buzz, the movement, and the feeling that things are happening around them. But if you're expecting a perfectly quiet, perfectly polished resort-style bubble 24/7, downtown West Palm might not be the best fit. In that case, you're probably better off in one of the historic neighborhoods just north or south of downtown, or in a gated community out west where things are calmer and more residential. And of course, we can't talk about the cons of anywhere in South Florida without talking about the weather. This one isn't a surprise to anyone. For most of the year, West Palm Beach feels like the postcard version of paradise. It's sunny, it's warm, breezy, all the reasons people move here in the first place. But summer's a different story. It's hot, it's humid. You walk outside and it feels like you just stepped into a steam room. You sweat walking to your car. You sweat standing next to your car. And outdoor plans usually shift to early mornings or later in the evening unless you enjoy feeling like you're melting in the sidewalk. And then there's hurricane season. Not every year brings a major storm, but you do deal with the watches, the warnings, the prep, and that constant little mental game of asking yourself if this one is turning or not and whether you should stock up or wait. The good news is West Palm Beach is well prepared. Building codes are strong, people know the routine, and the city takes storms seriously. But if you're coming from a place where the most extreme weather you deal with is a snow flurry or an occasional thunderstorm, this can definitely be an adjustment. All right, now let's talk about a few things that aren't really pros or cons. These are the things that are either amazing or annoying, depending on your personality and how you like to live. The whole Wall Street South thing is real. You've got a lot of wealth, a lot of finance, and a lot of high achieving people moving into the area. For some people, that's exciting. It brings better restaurants, better amenities, better events, and more opportunity across the board, but it also changes the vibe. There's a certain pace and intensity that comes with that crowd. People are busy, focused, and direct. Some pockets definitely feel more deal-making and status-driven than small town and neighborly. And here's a part most people don't really say out loud. A lot of longtime locals miss the old version of West Palm Beach, the more beachy, low-key, affordable feel. Cheaper restaurants, fewer luxury projects, easier parking, and a slower pace overall. Those days are mostly gone, and some people just have a hard time letting that go. So if you love ambitious, fast-moving, up-and-coming energy, you're probably gonna thrive here. But if you prefer a softer, slower, everyone knows everyone kind of vibe, you might be happier living a little outside the core and just coming downtown when you're in the mood for it. Next up, the historic neighborhoods. On Instagram, they look incredible. Tree-lined streets, Mediterranean architecture, old Florida cottages, front porches, mature landscaping. It honestly feels like you're walking through a movie set, and living there can be amazing. But you also are dealing with older homes, and older homes come with realities. Aging plumbing and electrical, quirky layouts, smaller closets, and that never-ending list of little projects you swear you'll get to next weekend. Some of these homes have been fully renovated and feel brand new inside. Others need work, sometimes a lot of work. And here's a part most people don't realize until they're already under contract. The historic districts in West Palm Beach have a strict preservation process. Exterior changes often need approval. Certain materials have to match original styles. And not every update you want to make is going to get a green light. It keeps the neighborhoods beautiful, but it also limits how much freedom you have with renovations. So if you love character and charm, and you're okay with maintenance and following the rules, these neighborhoods can be a dream. But if you want something newer, cleaner, more flexible, and lower maintenance, well, then you'll probably gravitate towards new construction out west or one of the modern condo towers. West Palm Beach is very event heavy, and for a lot of people, that's part of the fun. You've got the green market on weekends, concerts at the Waterfront, Broadway shows and performances at the Kravis Center, Clematis by night every Thursday, plus a constant rotation of pop-ups, art shows, and community events. West Palm also used to host Sunfest for years, and even though that festival is no longer happening, the city still has a steady flow of concerts and events throughout the entire year. But if you live right in the middle of it, you're gonna hear it. There will be nights where parking is tougher, streets are blocked off, ride shares are circling, and sometimes you're getting a free live concert from your balcony, whether you planned it or not. Some people love that. It makes the city feel alive and energetic. Others want a little more peace and quiet. So this isn't really a pro or con. It's just about knowing exactly what you're signing up for if you want to live right in the heart of downtown. Last one, West Palm Beach really has two completely different personalities depending on where you are. On the east side, you've got the true urban core, downtown, the waterfront, the historic neighborhoods, the dining scene, the arts, all the stuff most people picture when they think of West Palm Beach. It's energetic, walkable, and packed with things to do. Out west, it's a totally different feel. It's more suburban, more gated communities, more golf courses, bigger lots, and quieter streets. It's great if you want space and slower pace, but outside of a few spots like Lion Country Safari and some local favorites, there just isn't much going on day to day. And that's why this video focuses more on downtown and the surrounding neighborhoods. That's where most of the lifestyle, growth, walkability, and action are happening right now. Neither side is better or worse, they just feel different. A big part of deciding if West Palm Beach is right for you is figuring out which version of West Palm actually fits how you want to live. So that's West Palm Beach, the pros, the cons, and the stuff in the middle that really comes down to who you are and how you want to live. If this video helped you get clearer on whether West Palm Beach is the right fit for you, I also made a West Palm Beach city guide. It breaks down the city as a whole, restaurants, real estate, things to do, and what day-to-day life actually looks like. You could scan the QR code on the screen or find the link in the description if you want to dive deeper. And if you're specifically looking for condos, new construction, or the best single-family home neighborhoods, I've got separate videos covering all of that as well. You'll find those linked down in the description. If you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching. It truly means the world to me. I'm Jonathan. This is Live South Florida, and I'll see you in the next video.